Barber Baby LLC, we all the way here in the city, Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with my man, Icutpro. Introduce yourself. Let them know about you, brother.
All right, what's going on, people? My name is Todd Bernard. So you can add me on Facebook as Todd Bernard, but I go by Icutpro. Okay. I've been kind of like toggling with this barber thing for a while now, and I've been really focusing on building the brand. So I think one of the reasons why we're actually having this conversation is because maybe, you know, my brand came across your timeline at some point. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, we've just been focusing on 21st century grooming. We run a business called the Icutpro, and that's where we basically prove quality customer service, great haircut, and clientele experience on a very, very high level.
Okay, and you got a shop, right? You can shout out your shop. Where that's
Yeah, we have. First of all, shout out to the whole Icutpro team.
Definitely.
Right, Westchester and Long Island. We've been operating out of those two locations, and Brooklyn is coming soon.
All right, congratulations. Congratulations. You're Trini, right?
Yeah. Well, when I first moved from Trinidad, I moved to Long Island.
Okay.
I made my name in Long Island, and then I moved to Westchester. And we spent about 7-8 years out there building the first location. Predominantly operate out of Long Island.
Okay.
Which is the second location.
So you got 2 locations right now so far.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations. That's what's up. Salute. So as far as like with the lineup and stuff like that, is this your first time like doing the speaking, or like what are like your intents going forward?
Nah, man.
Because you seem pretty comfortable when you was up
there.
Yeah, you was definitely dropping gems. The funds, what I was just telling her before you had pulled up, it's fun, but these are fun. You know what I'm saying? You was dropping a lot of gems. You know what I'm saying? You was talking that shit.
Nah, it's funny because when I first came to America, like a lot of the friends that I had in high school, they were pursuing like a rap career.
Yeah.
And I just had to, because I had a strong accent at the time, so I wanted to get myself very comfortable and familiar with the English language, not just my vernacular and how we spoke in Trinidad, which was with a strong accent. I wanted to master that, so I started reading a lot, and then my peers who were pursuing like rap music, I thought at 17 years old that I could be a rapper. So the bars is just from things that I felt sound cool and just super comfortable with the English language. So like an interview is nothing to me.
So you said you started. Did you say you came here when you was 15, or you said you started cutting?
I came to America at 14.
At 14.
Doing what it do. Doing what you can until you do what you want.
Of course.
I didn't have a job at 15, but I knew how to handle and manage a razor blade.
Definitely. To
the point where I could just do my brother's beard and my own shape up. Okay. And that became like a talk in the school. And a lot of my, colleagues in school would come to the house and get haircuts and whatnot. So, yeah, my barbering career really started like on the stoop, man. Like
everybody.
I felt like I could do it, and I've been pursuing what I felt like I could do.
Okay. Do you come from like a family of barbers or anything? What got you into barbering? Like besides just a simple fact that you said you sat in a chair for an hour, nigga cut your hair, you ain't really like it, and then you went home. You know what I'm saying? So besides that, what else really sparked your interest and made you turn it into a career? Because at first you say the hustling part. You know what I mean? What made you be like, I'm gonna take this and be Icutpro with it? What made you brand yourself instead of just being a nigga with clippers?
Well, first of all, when I was growing up in Trinidad, like there was a couple I wouldn't even call them barbers. They were just guys in my community that had the skill set. Okay. I would watch how these guys were like, construction workers, worked on cars, did music and stuff like that, and then they would cut like persons in the community's hair.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, those guys had something that the actual, the average civilian didn't have, which was an eye. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And fast forward, like when I came to America and I started pursuing barbering, I always remembered like Joel, Al, Chinese, these guys had an eye. So the eye is something that I wanted to develop.
Okay.
And Icutpro, you might think when I say Icutpro, it's like eye, but it's really like the barber's eye.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The most valuable asset that a barber has is eye. We see guys that cut hair with no hands, no legs, nothing.
Yeah.
But the eye, you can't do that because there are no blind barbers. You know what I'm saying? Icutpro is really Icutpro.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And when I started branding myself, it was really, I took the position to say, like, I'm a professional barber. I'm not just a dude that cuts hair, because I take it super serious. You know what I mean? I'm very keen on like client experience. I'm very keen on money too. Like I'm in this to, I'm not doing this for fun. I'm doing this for funds.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm very keen on the things that persons value, and that's what has helped me to elevate, into this Icutpro that people know and love and rave about.
So as far as like any endeavors that you got going forward, what you got for the people?
Now,
I mean, I know you got your team with you there, and I was about to say, shout out to your man's right here. With my man, yo, son, when you had the little right here, my man was like, and he ain't peeping. I was trying to, I was like, he gonna get him, but that's how I knew he was with you, because I was like, that gotta be your man's, because he hit you like 2 times, and you was like, all right, I see it. That's a real one right there, bro. That's a real one.
Let me tell you something, man. And this is something that I learned from my mentors. You don't get rich until you make others rich. And I don't think they were talking about money. And though we are pursuing money, like, we have a duty to build the world. You know what I mean? This world that we're living in, everything that, you know, we're on a top floor of a building. Yeah. Architects and construction workers built this.
To see it around.
So, like, the world that is built with other people in mind. I'll give you a personal example. When I was growing up, right, in the Caribbean, there were mango trees that we would go and just raid these joints after school. We would go and we'd pick mangoes, climb the trees and whatnot. But guess what? As much mangoes as we were able to get from those trees, none of us planted those trees. So the world is built by people who are thinking about the other people. And that's how I, carry it. You know what I mean? So my team is just an extension of me understanding that it's not just about myself. It's about how many people you can help achieve their dreams also. So these guys ride for me like I ride for them. You get what I'm saying? And even to the point where, like, all of that, like, these that's guys are going to watch me slip just like I won't watch them slip.
Anything else? Give the people anything they could keep looking out for you? If you got any other shows that you're doing, or if you have anything, something for educational, or even if you're just doing something for yourself with you and your peoples, anything that you give to the people out there, that you could let them know about without letting them know too much.
All right, cool. So I'm a barber, I'm a brother, I'm a father, I'm an investor, you know what I mean? And I'm a forward thinker, you know what I mean? So when I talked about the eye, that's the barber's eye, right? And pro, of course we cut hair, right? So the cut came from just doing what we do. But the pro part is really not just we cut professionally, but pro, if you look at the prefix pro on any other word, pro means forward movement, you know what I mean? So I have this saying that I say, it's not a movement if it doesn't move. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you have going on, you call it a movement. If it doesn't move, it's not a movement. You understand what I'm saying? So the pro part of what I do is being a forward thinker. So apart from just me being who I am, the team, the collective of people that encompass the Haircut Pro are a bunch of forward thinkers that are constantly pushing the envelope on 21st century grooming. Mm-hmm. So as it relates to what you could look forward to, you can look forward to seeing a lot more persons like myself, my team being that, yes, stepping up and doing some great things. We have Brooklyn coming in the future. We have a Brooklyn location that we're working on. Okay. We have some speaking engagements that we're working on. I do take bookings for speaking engagements at educational events.
Yeah, get you out there.
Yeah, and really just changing the mindset that people have about barbering. Like, I'm very active on changing the perception that people have about barbers. Not just the way we cut hair, but the way we represent ourselves. The things that we're into. Like, I have a boot camp called the Cash Flow Boot Camp, which is 5 streams of income behind the barber chair. You guys need to really check that out.
Definitely.
I'm all digital. I'm all digital. I've done the tours around the country. We did 32 cities. Okay. Back before the cameras was up and likes were a thing. 32 cities, and then we started the Haircut Pro Academy at haircutproacademy.com. Look at that and see. You can see a lot of lectures that I do, a lot of tutorials that I do. And in the future, man, I would say that New York, the landscape for barbering in New York is just going to be phenomenal because we're here.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm here. It's just because simple fact, like, I've been doing like the little running around, you know what I'm saying? I've ran everywhere to talk to barbers from Hawaii to like California and stuff like that. But all my family is from the city. I reached down, but I noticed like everybody is separate, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, so like I know people from here and there, but I never wondered, like, you know what I mean? Like, even to like Jay, you know what I mean? He used to be in the city, you know what I'm saying? Now Jay, and he put Connecticut on the map and everything else. But I'm like, man, we gotta put New York on the map. It's already on the map, but I want it to be just as big as Cali and Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like a unit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all I want. So that's why I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I met you. You know what I mean, Dio, everybody from the lineup. Like, I really respect everybody.
New York is, take barbering out of it, New York is the most influential city in the world. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
It's the capital.
Barbers were to, just kind of dial in on what we represent, in the most influential city in the world. The New York Stock Exchange is here. The money in the world moves through this vicinity, nowhere else. And I'm not saying that New York or America is the richest country in the world, but as far as influence, we are the most influential. Fashion, music, barbering.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So want more barbers to dial in on that. You know what I mean? Definitely. And like I said, I'm here. I'm here for all of it.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
the talk.
Yes,
I followed you on IG. If it's okay, I could get your math.